Good morning to all. Welcome to 10th Standard Social Science class. Today I am going to discuss about a new lesson in Social Science History part. Lesson 2, that is World in the 20th Century. World in the 20th century witnessed so many historical incidents. You studied about the colonization by Europeans in different way, and you studied about the revolution against this colonization. As a result of American War of Independence, French Revolution, Chinese Revolution, Russian Revolution, and Latin American Revolution, people began to, or the colonial country conducted several revolutions against these colonial masters or imperialist countries. You studied about Industrial Revolution. As a result of Industrial Revolution, the colonial masters or the imperialist countries began to produce more industrial products. Excessive industrial products compelled them to seek more and more markets. As a result of increased production, as a result of rivalry among imperialist countries, they reached the competition for acquiring markets in the world. This led to the rivalry and enmity among industrial countries. So, students, as a result of imperialism, as a result of industrial revolution, the world powerful countries began to form several military alliances for resisting each other. It paved the way for great wars. Students, through this lesson we are going to discuss about the First and Second World War and impact of First World War, the reasons, results, and the formation of peace organizations like that. പ്രിയപ്പെട്ട കുട്ടികളെ, നമ്മൾ ഈ അധ്യായത്തിലൂടെ പഠിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി പോകുന്നത് ലോകം 20ാം നൂറ്റാണ്ടിൽ എന്നതിനെ കുറിച്ചാണ്. ലോകം 20ാം നൂറ്റാണ്ടിനെ കുറിച്ച് പഠിക്കുന്ന സമയത്ത് നമുക്ക് ലോകം 20ാം നൂറ്റാണ്ടിൽ ചരിത്ര പ്രാധാന്യമുള്ള ഒരുപാട് സംഭവങ്ങൾ നടന്ന ഒരു കാലഘട്ടമായിരുന്നു 20ാം നൂറ്റാണ്ട്. ഇപ്പോൾ വ്യാവസായിക വിപ്ലവത്തിന്റെ ഫലമായി ഉണ്ടായ ഉൽപാദന വർധനവ് സാമ്രാജ്യത്വ ശക്തികളെ ഏറ്റവും കൂടുതൽ പുതിയ പുതിയ കമ്പോളങ്ങൾ നേടുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടി സഹായിച്ചിട്ടുണ്ട്. അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് അതിനെക്കുറിച്ചൊക്കെ ഒന്ന് പഠിച്ചു പോകാം, ഭാഗങ്ങളാക്കി പോകാം. ഒന്നാം ലോക മഹായുദ്ധം, രണ്ടാം ലോക മഹായുദ്ധം, അതിനുശേഷം ഉണ്ടായ ചില സംഭവ വികാസങ്ങളെ കുറിച്ചാണ് ഈ അധ്യായത്തിൽ ചർച്ച ചെയ്യാൻ പോകുന്നത്. Due to capitalism, you studied about capitalism. Capitalism is an economic system where production and distribution are controlled by the capitalist with the aim of profit maximization. What is capitalism? Capitalism is a system in which production and distribution are controlled by capitalists. Who are capitalists? Those who own capital are known as capitalists. So the system in which production and distribution are controlled by the capitalist by aiming maximum profits are known as capitalism. Is it clear? Due to capitalism, production increased dramatically. Due to excessive production, they want to seek more and more markets. It led to the formation of colonies. The excess production due to industrialization or capitalism led to the formation of colonies, and the Europeans, especially the European countries, they were forward in industries. So the European countries began to dominate Africa and Asia. Due to the dominations by European countries, the rivalry among these groups for acquiring more markets. We can just examine about the impact of capitalism. As a result of capitalism, production increases dramatically. Capitalismത്തിന്റെ ഭാഗമായി ഉൽപാദനം ഗണ്യമായി വർദ്ധിക്കാൻ വേണ്ടി തുടങ്ങി. And second one, as a result of this, African and Asian countries began to be dominated by the industrial countries. Capitalism മുതലാളിത്തം വളർന്നതോടുകൂടി എന്ത് സംഭവിച്ചു? ആഫ്രിക്കയിലും ഏഷ്യയിലും നിരവധി കോളനികൾ രൂപാന്തരപ്പെടുകയുണ്ടായി. അതാണ് അതുമായി ബന്ധപ്പെട്ട് പറയാനുള്ളത്. ഇനി നമുക്ക് ഇൻഡസ്ട്രിയൽ റവല്യൂഷൻ ആണ് നമ്മൾ പറഞ്ഞത്. How did imperialism affect the colonies എന്നാണ്. What is imperialism? A country began to dominate other country economically, politically and administratively are known as imperialism or colonization. How the imperialism or colonization affect the colonies? Several ways it is adversely affected. This colonization adversely affected the colonial countries. First one is their traditional economic system began to be collapsed. Every colonial countries have certain traditional economic system based on handicrafts, handlooms, etc., or based on traditional agricultural production. So the traditional economic system should be collapsed. Administrative and judicial system are to be destroyed. Administrative and judicial system are to be destroyed by the colonial masters. Understood? The people of colonies were forced to cultivate cash crops instead of food crops. What are the adverse effect of colonization? First one, the traditional economic system was collapsed or destroyed. Administrative and judicial systems were to be destroyed. People in colonies were forced to cultivate cash crops instead of food crops. Next one, poverty and unemployment become common. Natural resources were widely exploited. Arts, literature, language, customs, etc. are to be destroyed. These are the adverse effects of colonization. Students, listen. Due to colonization, the traditional economic system of colonies are to be destroyed. The administrative and judicial systems are to be collapsed. People in colonies were forced to cultivate cash crops instead of food crops. Poverty and unemployment become common. Natural resources are to be widely exploited. Arts, language, literature, customs, tradition, etc. are to be destroyed. These are the adverse effects of colonization. Students, you studied about the Industrial Revolution and its effects as a result of industrialization or imperialistic rivalries. Different military group are to be or military alliances are to be formed by the industrial countries. Competition for the war. Competition for acquiring markets began to increase all around the world. We can just move to the military alliances. These are the military alliances formed by industrial countries. For what? For protecting each other from further war. Group of industrial countries began to form military alliances. One is known as Triple Alliance. Triple Alliance by Germany, Austria-Hungary and Italy. Once again, Germany, Austria-Hungary and Italy form Triple Alliance. At the same time, other rival countries like Britain, France, and Russia formed triple entente. Clear? As a result of industrialization, as a result of excessive production, the production increases and the industrial countries wanted to seek more markets. During the time of seeking markets, they engaged in enmities. They were in enmities, and as a threat from these enmities, these industrial countries formed military alliances. Military alliances are mentioned here. This is triple alliance. Triple alliance by Germany, Austria and Hungary. Germany, Austria, Hungary and Italy formed triple alliance for curbing further attack from other European countries. Triple alliance by Britain, France and Russia. Actually, this was the formation of such alliances created a war atmosphere. Look here, triple alliance by Germany, Austria, Hungary and Italy. Triple alliance by Britain, France and Russia. Actually, the formation of these alliances itself create what? A war atmosphere. അല്ലേ? ഈ രണ്ട് സഖ്യകക്ഷികൾ രൂപീകൃതമായതോടുകൂടി ഈ സൈനിക ശക്തികൾ രൂപീകൃതമായതോടുകൂടി തന്നെ ഒരു അറ്റ്മോസ്ഫിയർ ഉണ്ടായി. ഏത് അറ്റ്മോസ്ഫിയർ ഉണ്ടായി? ഒരു വാർ അറ്റ്മോസ്ഫിയർ ക്രിയേറ്റ് ചെയ്തു. So that was the first reason for the outbreak of First World War in 1914. Okay? Now we can look to the major reasons for the First World War. The first reason I told you that this was an atmosphere. By forming these military alliances, the almost all countries began to be in a outbreak of a war itself, or otherwise these alliances create a war atmosphere among the world. So another reason for the outbreak of First World War was aggressive nationalism. Aggressive nationalism. What is aggressive nationalism? Glorifying one's own country is known as or one's own nation is known as aggressive nationalism. അതായത് തന്റെ രാജ്യം ചെയ്യുന്ന ശരിയാണെങ്കിലും തെറ്റാണെങ്കിലും അതിനെ ബ്ലൈൻഡായി ജസ്റ്റിഫൈ ചെയ്യുന്ന ആ ഒരു സിസ്റ്റമാണ് അഗ്രസീവ് നാഷണലിസം. What is the reason for the outbreak of First World War? We can say aggressive nationalism was the first reason behind the outbreak of First World War. What is aggressive nationalism? Glorifying one's own nation or justifying one's own nation was the main reason for the outbreak of First World War. What is aggressive nationalism actually? Glorifying one's nation's race, tradition, exaggerating the past, glorifying the victories. These are known as aggressive nationalism. Germany, France, Russia, these countries began to follow these policies, aggressive nationalistic policies. As a result of aggressive nationalism, several movements were to be formed under the leadership of Russia, under the leadership of Germany, and leadership of France. Several aggressive nationalist movements were to be formed. We can examine one by one. One is the Pan-German movement. Students, before entering to the Pan-German movement, just you look into this. Just you look into this map. the continent of Africa. And here you can see these African countries are to be divided by various European countries according to their own likes and dislikes. And the African countries are to be divided by the European countries by drawing the straight lines in the map. That is the feature of Africa. African countries are to be divided by the colonial masters or European colonial masters or European industrialists according to their own likes by drawing straight lines in the map of Africa. Okay? And the various countries adopted glorifying their nations that are known as aggressive nationalism. As a part of aggressive nationalism, Russia, Germany and France formed various movements. First one is known as pan-slave movements. Pan-slave movements by pan-slave movements. As a part of aggressive nationalism, several movements were to be formed by Russia, Germany and France. First among it was pan-slave movement. Pan-slave movement was to be formed by Russia to unify the Slavic people of Serbia, Bulgaria and Greece. In order to unify the people of Slavic people, Russia formed pan-slave movement. എന്താണ് pan-slave movement? Slavic ജനങ്ങൾ ഉണ്ടായിരുന്ന ബൾഗേറിയ, അതുപോലെ തന്നെ സെർബിയ, ഗ്രീസ് തുടങ്ങിയ സ്ഥലങ്ങളിലുള്ള സ്ലേവിക് പീപ്പിളിനെ എന്ത് ചെയ്യണം? യൂണിഫൈ ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടി, അവരെ ഏകോപിപ്പിക്കുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടി, അവരുടെ ആ റേസിനെ ഗ്ലോറിഫൈ ചെയ്യുന്നതിന് വേണ്ടി under the leadership of Russia, pan-slave movement are to be formed. Second one is the pan-German movement. Name itself says who took the leadership of the formation of pan-German movement. Who took this? Germany. Under the leadership of Germany, the pan-German movement started. Students, you look here. The aggressive nationalism was the first reason for the outbreak of First World War. As a part of aggressive nationalism or glorifying one's own nation, several movements are to be formed under the leadership of Russia, under the leadership of Germany and under the leadership of France. One among the aggressive nationalist movement was known as pan-slave movement. The aim of pan-slave movement was to unify the Slavic people of Serbia, Bulgaria and Greece. At the same time, pan-German movement. The aim of pan-German movement was to unite the Teutonic people. Germany wanted to unite the Teutonic people. So, the Germany formed pan-German movement as a part of aggressive nationalism. എന്തിനാണ് pan-German movement ആരംഭിച്ചത്? Pan-German movement was to be formed by the Germany for unifying the Teutonic people. At last, as a part of aggressive nationalism, revenge movement by France. In order to regain power from Alaska Lorraine, in order to recapture power from Germany, France claimed over Alsace-Lorraine, and France formed the revenge movement in 1871. The revenge movement was under the leadership of France to regain power from Alsace-Lorraine, that is a German colony. So students, look here. These are the three different movements formed on the various parts of the world during early 20th century. It is as a result of staunch nationalism or aggressive nationalism. As a part of aggressive nationalism, pan-slave movement by Russia. The aim was to unify Slavic people. Pan-German movement by Germany for the unification of Teutonic people. Revenge movement by France as a claim upon Alsace-Lorraine, a German colony, as a revenge against Germany. This is a revenge against Germany. France formed revenge movement. These are the main points or main reason for the outbreak of First World War.